Why is that chick dressed as Roll?
I think you mean, what was the name of Sigmeyer's daughter?
Sieglinde?
It's more like that.
I guess.
I like how Miyazaki was like, yeah, Sigmeyer and Sieglinde were totally based on Booooooo from Berserk, except, you know, Booooo's armor fit him. He was just a big guy.
Right, where Sigmeyer and Sieglinde, they just have really big armor, and underneath the armor they are normal people, not big fat blobs. Like, you can maneuver the camera in Dark Souls well enough to actually see Sigmeyer's face. He's like a strapping individual. He looks kind of like, what's his name from Full Metal Alchemist?
Get off me. Sig? Sig? Izumi's husband?
I was actually thinking of General Armstrong.
Oh.
Except with black hair. But, you know, the glorious mustache, chiseled features, all that.
You know, you'd think that would actually kill those guys, but...
You would think that, but no. You would be incorrect.
No way out other than crawling back through there. Which makes the point, is like, what's the point? Other than the fact that Ganados can't crawl underneath tables.
So, your first time playing Resident Evil 4, this whole situation gives you a newfound appreciation for Ashley's situation in this game.
Basically.
It's like, okay, I will not bitch nearly as hard about having to escort you.
I would still complain, because, I mean, in theory, like every Resident Evil game, you have arms and legs, you can still punch and kick people. And even an untrained person can still kick pretty fucking hard.
Yes, but you're fighting parasite-infested mutants.
I mean, if they grab you, what else are you gonna do? Kick them in the dick. It doesn't ruin. It's got control of their central nervous system, so the parent's like, shit, I don't even have one of those and I hurt.
You know, I can't argue that logic.
The central nervous system is both a blessing and a curse. It allows you to feel things. Unfortunately, it also allows you to feel things. Ah, Resident Evil, teaching me the trick of pushing stuff. Push with your shoulder.
Yes, indeed. As long as you can get traction with your feet. It doesn't work so well in, like, wet pavement or dirt or, you know, anything else.
It still works, just not very well. Thou shalt not become a protagonist. This whole segment confuses me.
How so?
The whole moving armor bit.
Oh.
Take?
Take.
I wonder if velvet blues are a real thing.
Hmm.
I assume so. Also, where did Ashley get the flashlight?
Also, a very good question. Where did Ashley get the flashlight?
I suppose in all fairness, if I were Ashley, my shit would be spooked right the fuck out.
This is like what This looks like the Resident Evil 4 beta, doesn't it?
Well, which one?
The one that was more like the classic games.
So, like, the first or the second one?
I guess the first?
With the fog or the hook monster?
Maybe.
Watch as I think about how the fuck this puzzle works again. I'm really shitty at sliding tile puzzles.
I'm not great at them either.
Because, I mean, if it were me, I'd be like, what if I just took all these fucking tiles out and put them in the proper position? Why do I have to slide them? Are they, like, hooked in there somehow?
Generally speaking, yes.
Somebody had to put them there. They have to come out. Alright, fucking let's get on with this. Chart your course, Alex. I'm thinking about it.
8-coin puzzle with 15 pieces.
Thinking about it. Thinking about it.
Think faster.
Not good at puzzles is my problem. It's like when I try to play puzzle games, like, it requires a level of foresight that I don't have. My intuition doesn't work that way. Alright, finally. That and most of these sliding tile puzzles, you can't actually push 2 tiles at once, you can only push 1. So that's extra confusing. It took me longer to think about the puzzle than for me to do the puzzle.
You know what happens.
Also, video game flashlights.
Right.
Flashlight would be illuminating way more than that. Here's a treasure chest too. I mean, you already got a treasure, so have another one. Alright, but this whole bit. How does this work? How does the armor attack you?
Alphonse Elric.
Like, it's implied that there's Plagas in there, but how are the Plagas controlling it?
I don't know. Do I have to think of everything?
Because, like, Plagas need a host. Like, organic flesh and blood host.
Except when they don't.
I like how the prompt is dodge, except by dodge it means, like, fucking just get away from it.
That is the definition of dodging.
Stumble backwards and fall away.
Fall on your ass. That's more what she's doing.
Metaphorically dodge. Dodge in spirit. Oh no, the armor's coming. What will I do?
Yes, Leon dodges. Ashley falls on her ass, which coincidentally just happens to get her far enough out of range.
She falls away from things rather than toward things.
Yes.
She dodges like, well, how a normal person would probably dodge.
I Matrix dodge.
Knowing that... Is it Senor?
Yes.
Senor Ramon Salazar had no family. Lord Sadler must have used his strong faith in the Los Illuminados to his advantage to talk to Senor... God, I keep thinking Senior. Senor Salazar into undoing the seal that was placed upon the Plagas. Senor Salazar would never do such a thing unless he was in some way being used unknowingly. I would have sensed the Lord's dirty scheme sooner, or should have, sorry. I have no idea as to what the Lord is planning, but Senor Salazar was just being used. It is too late now, however. Senor Salazar has already taken the Plaga into his body. There is no turning back once the Plagas has turned into an adult in the body. The Plaga parasite will not die unless the host dies. There is no cure. Perhaps Senor Salazar may be vaguely aware of the Lord's plans all along, but it's hard to tell. Nevertheless, there's nothing I can do about it now. I have served the Salazar family for generations. I am prepared to continue my services until the very end. And that was the end.
Pretty much. That's Japanese loyalty for you.
Don't leave work until your boss does.
Even if your boss turns into an evil mutant parasite thing.
I can only assume that, like, that's what one of the Verdagos, whatever the fuck those things are. Salazar's right hand.
Verdugo?
Which comes off.
Yes. It is detachable.
See, look, Ashley can climb down ladders on her own, but yet she needs Leon to catch her. That annoys me. Instead, Leon puts out his back trying to catch her in that armor.
Yeah, it's like, why make her jump down ladders instead of just climbing them? Because she can climb them. She does it fine when Leon's not around. Oh, you know what it is? She's just giving him a panty shot.
But he's like, I have a girlfriend. Kind of, sort of. It's complicated.
Leon!
Very.
Ashley! You did good.
Leon, have you just been standing here this entire time with your
Sorry if
thumb
I
up
was-
your ass, or what?
Oh, don't
Why do you
worry
smell like
about
perfume? No reason.
it. Come on, let's move on.
Do I smell fish, Leon? No. You got some dank hash from Ashley. There is 2 spots there. Don't give me that shit, game.
The rocket launcher takes up an entire row, and you know it.
Even if there's clearly, like, at least 5 spots available.
Yep. You can't have anything within proximity of the barrel. Or the tail end.
What a touching moment we have here.
All
It
spoiled
was.
thanks to your interruption. Why don't you do us all a favor and leave before the audience gets pissed off?
You're nothing but an extra in my script, so don't get too carried away. Your biggest scene is over.
I don't ever remember being a part of your crappy script.
Well then, why don't you show me what a first-class script is like through your own actions?
Okay. I mean... You asked for it.
This game would make a hell of an action movie.
Ashley walking out of that room like Leon is there just railing Ada like, oh, you're back? Give me like 5 minutes.
Kind of in the middle of something here, just chill out, go do, something. Anywhere but here.
Like everything just stops. Like Leon and Ada just kind of like look at her and like Ashley like slowly just shuts the door again.
Why do I hear lava?
Because there is lava. Why is there lava? Who knows?
Maybe it's a smelting pit.
I like how Leon's like, wait here. Don't get kidnapped, okay?
Lost in Foundry.
Dragons.
Trogdor was a man. Maybe he was a dragon man.
Maybe he was just a dragon.
Was still Trogdor!
Alex, turn that down.
Sorry. And for the record, I cannot do falsetto. My throat would commit Harry Carey.
Who designed this anyway?
I really have no idea. Some asshole at Capcom, that's all I can tell you.
You slay the dragon, you get some gold.
I said slay the dragon, not lay the dragon.
I'm watching you, dragon. And I took my eyes off you and now I'm on fire! Ah.
I'm flaming! In the manly way.
Man, this whole part sucks.
It does, yeah. I'm kind of surprised you're not using the hand cannon.
I mean, I still have to hit what I'm aiming at.
Your point being...
Hand cannon doesn't, like, break through actually solid stuff. So I would still have to wait for the... I'd still have to move aside, wait for the, Ganado to be visible, shoot it. So it doesn't matter what weapon I'm using if I can't hit them. Anyway, let's speed this shit up. Because otherwise we'd be here for like 10 minutes. Marvel as I fucking miss shots all day long. Waffling back and forth, to and fro. Like I said, this part sucks.
What was that music from?
That was Leon's music that plays during the Mercenaries.
Ah. It's one thing I never really did with this game or any other Resident Evil game.
Even though that's how you get any of the unlockables available.
Yep.
And that's why you have such a hard time with it, because you don't do any of the extra stuff to unlock stuff.
I don't like mercenaries. I can't help it.
You must kill more.
It's like, I'm not fantastic at this game, or 5 or 6 on a good day. I just get worse and worse when I'm given a time limit.
I don't do well under pressure either, but I was like, I want infinite ammo. Which is motivation enough for me.
You also get infinite ammo just from playing the game over and over.
Which takes longer. Much longer. Unless you play on professional difficulty.
I think, my sister and my brother-in-law actually S-ranked the entirety of Resident Evil 5 on professional difficulty.
Which isn't easy, let me tell you.
I got them RE5 as a Christmas present one year, and they played it like every weekend for the following year.
Luckily, you don't really have to play Mercenaries and RE6 to unlock anything. All the infinite ammo unlocks are tied to weapon kills in RE6.
Ah.
So it's just easier to do Mercenaries.
Right.
A lot easier.
Did you cut RE2 music in there?
Well, I mean, nothing else plays during that segment, so... Who would have a trolley system and not have music play?
I guess.
I could have put It's a Small World in.
Anything but that.
And then Disney would have sued me. Maybe. Either that or Disney would have ignored it and been like, wow, who are you punishing? No treasures in the ceiling. No treasures in the little cove that's there for some reason. There certainly is a lot of castle.
No shit. It just goes on and on and on and on and on.
And that's why he needs a trolley system.
It's like fucking Castlevania, for Christ's sake.
More pots.
Painting of a random woman.
Go through this door. Why not? Hey, look, a puzzle.
We can use Ashley as a statue.
He actually sounds kind of annoyed when he says wait.
A little bit, yeah.
Terse.
Granted, I would be a little terse in this situation myself.
I mean, I would too, but I wouldn't take it out on Ashley.
I think you've lived long enough. Let's see if you can survive this time.
Oh no.
And Leon then just follow him out the door, or why?
It's not even a very good trap.
Not really, no.
Unless it's like a complete, like, ceiling crush trap.
And like I said, he left the door wide open.
Well, actually, it's shut until you break all the things.
Huh. It didn't look like it.
There's bars over it.
Ooh.
So unless those spikes... Well, I assume those spikes retract into the ceiling once the ceiling gets low enough. Then it would kill you, but just by crushing. Because otherwise you could just stand in the spot where the spot you need to shoot is. See, this part is hard if you don't have the rifle. The game actively punishing you for not having foresight at all.
Said I'm not sure if that thing can actually kill Ashley.
It does.
Okay.
Even with the armor on.
It's like the one thing in the game that can.
Instant death things will still kill her. Even if you were wearing armor in real life, that being crushed would kill you. Instead, it would just squeeze you the entirety of your being through, you know, the visor, like a toothpaste tube.
Reducing you to chunky salsa, yes.
Shit, not even chunky salsa, you'd just be goop. Straight goop.
I maintain that there would be some chunky bits in that.
Well, bones, yes. Nothing edible. Leon, are you rooting through the cupboards? Yes.
Why are you running through the cupboards?
Why would I not?
Let me count the ways.
Everybody knows that in video games you unlawfully enter people's homes and steal their stuff.
And I guess that is technically what you're doing here.
Leon dodges, Ashley ducks. Which would not be wise, considering it's a downward swing.
Whoever said Ashley was smart.
Granted, she pretty can clearly tell it's Leon is the one being aimed at. Take the goblet? No. Not yet. blah blah blah, suffer my wrath if you take my grill or something like that. I don't know.
You have chosen poorly.
Too long, didn't read. So like I said, what is controlling them?
Yeah.
You can see some plagas in there, but like they just fucking crumble to dust as soon as you destroy them.
More of these things?
So here is me assuming, well, if I throw a grenade at them, the plagas will die instantly. Nope.
It's just weird because I have seen flash grenades kill plagas hanging out of someone's neck before.
It works on every one but the facehugger ones. It'll still kill the Ganado instantly, but then the facehugger will jump off and you'll still have to kill it. It's just 2 kills instead of 1. Anyway, next time on Radical Bromance, more Ganados. A lot more Ganados.
No kidding.